At the moment, the way I feel is that we need a miracle. Miracles do happen. Remember, yesterday it was the anniversary of Spurs winning the FA Cup for the first time in 1901. That was Tottenham's first ever miracle in our history in 1901. As a non-league side, we won the FA Cup. I tell you what, I'm hoping for a miracle in 2026 that Spurs get out of this mess. It is deeply frustrating. Spurs sit in the position where we are with 4 games to go. It is deeply upsetting to see this club in such a state. I tell you what, now that Xavi Simons is out, now the fact that Dominic Solanke is going to be out, we are relying now on a 20-year-old. We're relying on a 21-year-old in terms of Bergvall and Tell. And that's not just my guess. That is what we heard from Roberto De Zerbi after the win at Wolves. We're also going to need to rely on the likes of Cowlin and Richarlison. And in my opinion, neither of those two have been good enough this season. Cowlin, wow. I don't really know what to say about Cowlin. I need to see a lot more. I tell you what, I don't think I've seen any impressive signs from him this season. Champions League, I thought he'd done okay, but the Premier League, I think it's 1 goal in the Premier League from Cowlin this season, and I think he's been an absolute disaster in the final third, if I'm completely honest. And even on Saturday, Wolves gifted him a chance and he shot wide. No Premier League player from that distance should be shooting wide. This is stuff that you get taught when you're a kid. Always keep the ball on target. These are professional footballers. This is their job. I just think such poor finishing, and I am really, really worried about the creativity or lack of it, especially in the final third. These games are going to be very, very tough. I don't know how to predict it. I don't know how to predict the other results as well. At this stage of the season, it's going to come down to, who is more hungry to get out of this trouble. And, passion, desire, all of those things, grit, determination. What I really like about Roberto De Zerbi, he is such a positive guy, and he is trying to, instill, positivity throughout the whole of the camp. And, he's been here a couple of weeks, and, what a welcome to Tottenham. I tell you what, we're cursed. We must be cursed, honestly. I just cannot believe it. Can we have a normal day? Can we have a normal week? Can we just have normality at the football club just for a short time, at least? We're hearing about injuries. There is just crisis this season. Can this season get any worse? I suppose it can. We can be relegated.